Can you lose 20 kilos in 12 months while working at a desk all day? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I got my will client to do this. Everybody seems to struggle with losing weight, and one of the big reasons is because so many more people work at a desk all day. They're seated, so they're not doing exercise or getting movement. I'm Robbie. I've spent 8 years working in the health and fitness industry now, specialising in helping people who have put all their time and effort into building the career that they want, but they've let their health and fitness slip. They hate the way that they look in the mirror, and I help them change that. I help them find sustainable ways to make health and fitness a part of their life, usually take them through major fat loss phases or muscle building phases, and put them into a photo shoot at the end of their transformation. They go from hating the way that they look to being a leader and inspiration to everybody else around them. I started doing this because I've managed to take myself from 57 kilos in body weight all the way to 80 kilos and still have abs. So let's look at the first point. The problem with office workers is they're not moving much, so they're not burning many calories. But we see guidelines and we see videos on social media about you shouldn't go to such little calories because you're going to lose all your muscle and you're going to die. It's not really true. So how we do this is we did this in phases. We did this in 4 phases. Phase 1, we lost the big bulk of the weight. So we went quite hard into a dieting phase and we lost 10 kilos. We then did a maintenance phase to make sure that it wasn't just going to be a cycle of lose weight, gain it all back. Then in the maintenance phase, he gained around a kilo. So the second fat loss phase, we lost 6, right? Then we had another maintenance phase. In that maintenance phase, he gained around another kilo for about that 4 to 6 weeks it was in that maintenance phase. Then the last phase for the photo shoot, he lost another 6 kilos, which is how we managed to get him to 20 kilos down. We had to go to relatively low calories in that last phase. First phase, we started out at around 2,000. By phase 3, we was down to 16,000 and doing a hell of a lot of cardio, but I'll get into that in a second. Another thing I hear all the time from office workers is, I don't have time to get workouts in. It's a bit of a lie. You're working 8 hours a day. I only ask my clients who are working a lot and don't have loads of time to get 3 to 4 sessions within the gym within a week. You have time to do that. You need 2 days while you're working your Monday to Friday. So you need 2 early mornings or 2 later finishes if you go to work straight from the gym or before. Then utilise weekends. Make sure that you get to the gym on a Saturday, Sunday if you really struggle to stay later and get home later, or you struggle to get up in the morning and get there before work. Utilise that Saturday, Sunday. Get up, get to the gym before you go and do the plans that you're going to have, right? If you're on a dieting phase, like Will was, you're probably not going to be going to bed super late on a Friday and Saturday night anyway, so you're going to find it easier to get up and go to the gym on a Saturday and Sunday. If you're fine with waking up early in the morning, get them in on a morning and go to work afterwards. If you're fine with getting in a little bit later, go to the gym after work. It's easy to fit 4 sessions in. I don't really ever accept that excuse from people who are working a 9 till 5 at an office. The next big thing is something you have to utilise in a fat loss phase is steps. If you're doing loads of high intensity cardio and loads of high intensity training, you want something low intensity to get you moving, and steps is just that. The problem is if you're sat at a desk all day, it makes it absolutely, it's not impossible, but it makes it close to impossible to get that. If you're going from getting 2,000 steps in a day, which people who work at desks generally do, and then a coach comes and tells you to get 10,000, you're going to find it really difficult. So what I get clients to do is, in summer, you have a bit more room, it's lighter outside, you can get out and get walks. But I think getting a walking pad, and I see this with all clients, is the cheat code here. If you're stuck indoors and you're working from home for 8 hours a day, getting a walking pad to get an hour of steps in while answering emails first thing on a morning is an absolute cheat code when it comes to dieting. It's low impact, there's nothing to recover from, and it's just energy burning all the time that you're on there, right? That's what we want. If you have to go into the office, so you can't have a walking pad at home and just be able to get steps in while replying to emails, make sure you add a task that you would do at home or a TV show that you would watch at home when you get home to relax to walking on that walking pad. So get one. And I used to always have TV shows that I would watch, but I would only watch them if I was on the walking pad. So I'd stack one thing that I wanted to do with one thing that I had to do, and I could do them both together. So I would only ever watch certain TV shows when I was walking. So if I wanted to watch an episode of it on a night before I go to bed, I would just get on the walking pad and I would walk while watching it. It's an absolute cheat code to fat loss, is getting steps in that way. The next thing for office workers is motivation. Being sat at a desk for 8 hours looking at a screen is the most demotivating thing in the world. So what I want people to do who do that is either go in the morning before you've just sat down all day, or try to move. Every sort of 4 hours or so, get up and move from the desk. Whether that's go downstairs and cook some food, whether you're in the office, it's just get out and go for a 10-15 minute walk during your lunch break. If you're still struggling at the end of the day and you need to go to the gym, what I would try to advise clients to do is watch something that they know motivates. And what makes you really want to get in the gym? Is there a YouTube video that you can watch which you know will motivate you, or a specific fitness YouTuber you can watch which you know will motivate you? Is there a check-in that I give you that you can go back and re-watch, which you have access to with my clients, right? Can you go and do that to get motivation high and get to the gym? Is there a specific song which gets you hyped up to get to the gym? Because honestly, sat down for 8 hours a day is just, it zaps motivation completely. So you need to find that trigger. What's that trigger that's going to get you up into the gym if you have to go and train after work? And then the last point on this is batch cooking. When I'm in a dieting phase, I never ever cook one portion of something, or very, very rare. I always cook 3 to 4 portions of the meat that I'm eating and then put that in the fridge. So that's how I would coach a client, and did coach Will, to lose 20 kilos in 12 months while working a 9 to 5 job at a desk all day. If you're interested in coming and working with me and having me teach you how to do this and how to fit everything that I just mentioned in your own structure, into your own lifestyle, drop me a message on robbie.bins_transformations on Instagram. Drop me a follow on there. Then drop me a message and come get started. I will get you on board straight away, and we will start to put these structures into your own lifestyle and build it around you. Second thing is, if you're not ready to jump on board straight away, drop me a follow anyway, but then there'll also be a link in the description to a free 4-day-a-week program for you to get and start going to the gym and start implementing straight away.